Hi, my name is Brian Santos. Now I am going to talking about to Marimonda. Barranquilla has a carnival every year where it exists different culture, dance, and character. That represents one of the most important and now character is the Marimonda. Marimonda is originated in Barranquilla. This character is represented by this own dance move. The costume was created by a poor Barranquillero. This man create because have a low resources and because he couldn't afford any expense for fancy costume or the carnival. So he decided to take a pair of the pants for his older brother wear socks in his hands and vest backward. To finish, he costume he had to talk about made to circle for the eye and stop from a long nose flailing from the eyes. At the same time passed, the marimonda started to represent it on the comparisons in Barranquilla, the carnival, Barranquilla Carnival. And their costume become more modern, elaborate. They are practically now as the clown of this carnival, always being silly and bringing joy to the crowd with their funny dances and different moves. Now, this character is always colorful and representing from the fun people, and the now Marimonda are the Marimonda of the Barrio Bajo. They shake their legs, shaking, and we can see how the act is of being attacked by ants. And we noticed to Marimonda has an important role in Barranquilla Carnival by bringing happiness to any situation.
Hello, my name is Daniela and I'm going to talk about El Garabato. El Garabato is one of the most spectacular dances in this carnival. Its main represents the life and the death, and its name origin was from the Spanish. The name Garabato was given because they have a wood stick with red, green, and yellow, with hook reboots. The wood stick is called Garabato, and it is used during the dance to the end with the death of the challenge. El Garabato was disappearing until Barranquillero Emilio Benguechea about 17 years ago brought it back. And now, as I said, that dance is the sensation of the carnival. Every year in pre-carnival this dance occurs. The carnival queen and 2,000 of people divide into groups and participate. Currently, this dance takes off at the school Bifi Lasalle and runs some streets and ending in the country club. During the tour, musicians accompany the dancers, and each of them carries a drum or flautas, creating a music beat. The event of the Garabato was composed by Emilio and called Te Olvides. The costume for the women in this spectacular dance consists to have a blouse and a long skirt. Also, it is adorned by washes in the shoulder, and the bottom of the dress with the color of the Barranquilla flags, red, green, and yellow. Women complemented by wearing an adornment in the head, more specifically with flower. Men costume is very different. They wear a long sleeved yellow shirt and shape from red and pantaloons. The costume of the men consists of wearing a big cape, black, and that cape also have adorned with the different characters of the carnival. As I say, the men have the wooden stick. That wooden stick was called garabato, and that wooden stick was white. and that wooden stick was adorned by different adorns, more specifically flowers with the color of the flag of Barranquilla. This dance does a stereotype because they may participate only the person who was part of the country club or his guest. However, in other festivities like the Battle of Flowers or Batalla de Flores, anyone who is paying a quota can be part of this dance.
Hello, my name is Vanessa Osorio and I'm going to talk about the cumbia. The cumbia is dance-oriented music style that showcases Barranquilla's carnivals, cultural fusion especially with cumbia originally began the Afro-Colombian populations as a traditional courtship dance. But when they on to mix with Americans and Europeans instruments to form one of the most popular genres of music in Colombia and Latin America. While a rich variety of musical styles are performed during Carnival of Barranquilla, cumbia is the most prominent music during the carnival. Performers keep the original traditions of the cumbia alive as they court each other the drum and flute music. Barranquilla Carnivals is the scenario multiple of cumbia performance. The main stage of the Pirates Via 40 Avenue is named Cumbiódromo during the days of carnivals. The instruments to cumbia are the drums of Africa's origin, maracas, guache, and caña de millo, and gaitas of the indigenous origin, but whereas the song and coplas are the contribution of the Spanish poetics, also adapted later. Cumbia presents of sensual movements, distinctly charming, seductive, characteristic of dance with Africans origins. The vestments have clear Spanish figures, long polleras, lace, screens, hop earrings, flowers in the hair, and intense makeup in the woman. White shirts and pants for men, and this is the vestment in the hope in cumbia. Finally, I'm going to show you a little video clip about what cumbia is.
Hi, my name is Carmen Vega and I'm going to talk about Mapale. The most traditional African dance is called Mapale, where the presence of black in Barranquilla Carnival is always present. This dance consists mostly of moving in the hips, waist, and arms. The move range from the fastest to slow and sensual. The Mapale danced with a couple and the routine starts by making two lines of women and other the men. They are facing each other and making progress by moving forwards and backward changing place in their lines. Most of the time the dancers keep their arms extended and their feet separate. Men and women both move their hips and body fat with strong movement. They say the beat, which includes a lot of drumming, comes from ancestors, a dance practiced by African slaves in the Caribbean coast of Colombia. When it comes to clothing, men wear pumps and are until they need wear any color. They barefoot and shirtless, sometimes with a scarf of turban on the head. Human use a short skirt, brightly colored blouse with unlocked sleeve, also mostly made with a leopard fabric or can be any color. it also goes barefoot. On their head, humans use a flower or symbol.